Folks, this live stream is brought to you by my sponsor AAA FX. Now, they're a fully regulated broker in Europe and South Africa offering Forex indices, commodities, crypto, and over 100 stocks. Now, at AAA FX, you pay no commission on any Forex pair using their ECN Plus account and low commissions on cryptos and stocks. Plus, you can deposit with cash or crypto, get a free VPS with deposits over 5K, and easily integrate the well-known copy trade service Zulu Trade. While you're waiting for the stream to start, go and check them out by clicking the link in the description, comments, or visit AAAFX.com. Righty-ho, folks. Hope everyone is doing well. Cam Hawkins here from Trading Nut, doing my own bit of trading here on the Euro-US dollar 2-minute chart. I've actually taken a trade already. I wasn't planning to, but I did in the end just before this stream. Let's show the... So I went short here. I only got 1R, so the stop was about here and exited there just before it reversed, which was quite handy. So we are doing okay today, albeit it's only one trade. And I've only been at the charts for about 20 minutes. So, folks, what I do here is I'm on the 2-minute chart, Euro-US dollar. It's a bit of an experiment. Don't usually trade this, but I'm trying to get into this for evening kind of stuff for me. And yeah, we'll give ourselves 2 losses, and if we hit those 2 losses, then we're out. Now, one thing I should mention is that I am doing this as part of a Fidelcrest funding challenge. So this is actually being fed through to the Fidelcrest account. I'll show you that in a second. Let me just get this up here so I can show you. 2 seconds. Oops, wrong thing. I take it everyone can hear me, right? So maybe a yes in the comments would be good. Right, share screen. Yeah, this is it. Yep. So this is the challenge. So it's a 50K challenge, and Fidelcrest have doing a thing where if you guys can actually do this as well, right? So you enter the competition. There's a link below the video, and you'll get a 50K challenge plus verification stage. If you pass that, you don't qualify as a fully funded trader, but you do get $1,000. And the thing is, you don't need to pay for the 50K challenge. Now, 5 of those are to be given away. At the moment, not many people have entered, so you've got a good chance if you do enter. And now the reason probably most people haven't entered is because I want you to do what I'm doing now, which is jumping on here and doing a live trading session. Now, you don't need to be doing scalping, which is what I'm doing. You can do like more swing trading, come on maybe once a week, let's say, or once every couple of weeks, and give an update as to how your challenge is progressing. Bear in mind, you've only got 30 days, so maybe once a week's more realistic. And talk through some of the trades you've taken, maybe help a few people mark up some charts, and just sort of do what I'm doing here. So yeah, so at the moment, not going so well. I think I'm 10 days in. I believe that means I'm 10 days in. I've beaten the 1-day trading, minimum trading days, whippy. Managed to do that pretty quick. So daily loss, the highest has been, I've lost 2 in 1 day. And I think I've done that twice now. The maximum loss, I haven't done that yet. So the profit target, so I'm currently at minus almost 2%. And there was at one point almost at 1%. So I've got to get 5. So we've still got time to do it. As long as I don't screw things up, we can still try and come back here. Where are these trades? So here are the trades. So that was yesterday. I actually jumped on by myself just because I had missed so many days, and I was like, okay, I think it was like 8th to the 14th, so I'd almost missed a whole week. So I thought I'd better just try and get warmed up again. Had a loss, then came back today, had a win, made that loss back, and we're back to where we were. So you can see in here, what am we looking at? There's only really been one half decent win here, and some mainly losses. Oh, another half decent win. I think that one was slipped. That loss there was slipped. So the slips kill you. Huge volume on there. So the commission probably didn't help either. And we lost that one. So if we'd won it, obviously it would have been a different story. But so this is the thing. I'll keep you up to date on that. Now, if you do want to get access to having a crack at one of these yourself, pass the challenge and verification, come on Trading Nut. All you need to do is fill in the form below. Most people seem to not be able to fill it in. It's below the video, 20YG. It is below the video. So if you're watching this on your phone, you're probably going to need to make it vertical to see it. But that's where it is. Go and check it out. Ideally, I want somebody to be able to present a bit like this. You'll be running it yourself. So yeah, that's what you need to do. All right, let me stop sharing this and go back to this chart. And I keep clicking the wrong button here. Right. And we see we have we missed the entry. We probably would have been going short about here with the stop above the 200, 2.9 pip. We missed that and we could have got out there. So what are we looking at? Potential retest here higher. Let's get this thing off. So we're hitting that. I had a couple of interesting interviews this week. You guys are gonna, if you're an avid watcher of the show, these are epic videos coming up. Chart breakdowns. Derek Vanderlinder and Al Brooks. I had just sat down with Al Brooks for an hour this morning, and this guy is a savant when it comes to reading price action. So he is like just on master level. Okay, right. Let's have a look here. So this is probably trying to head back down here, I would have thought, before it does anything else. So let's see if we can get a sign here that we're going to be able to get down there. So yeah, we're probably going to bounce off this. Maybe bounce up here. Is there an in? Is there an in? There could be an in here. That's probably where I'd try and get in. Is here. The stop there. Didn't quite get to that level. 49 seconds left. Let's just have a look at the 5. Oh, right. The 5's setting up nicely for a short. Probably going to get some resistance about here. And then we'll get the bounce up, I'm thinking. Let's have a look. Thank you very much, Arisha. Shia. Thanks for that. Yeah, awesome. Glad you enjoy them. What's the start you're using here, Cam? Strat. What's the strat? So the strat is a very much a trend line kind of approach. The strategy is really trying to understand what's happening. Once I understand what's happening, then I try and get in with a limit order, ideally, sometimes a stop order, never at market, and I want to make sure that I can get 1R before things are probably gonna fall apart. So I'm trying to sort of work out, so at the moment I'm thinking, okay, well, I think everyone's trying to go down to here, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And I'm trying to work out if they are going down there, how do I get in on that and what's going to stop me getting there? So this trend line here, that I've drawn is going to stop me getting into it. This horizontal line, which was on the 5-minute chart, is potentially going to stop me getting into it. And that 5-minute chart I can get rid of now. So basically, when the levels are, the other thing I'd look for, when it closes on the other side of a level, then usually I consider that level to be done. So whether it's a horizontal level or a trend line level, I sort of consider it to be done. And like, even when I'm in a trade, if I see it close, like, I'm wanting it to go, say for example, price came up here, closed, so came up here. Let's just zoom in a bit here. So say for example, it came up and the candle was sort of like painting here, and it came up here. At that point there, I wouldn't really mind too much about it. Like, getting close to the stop loss, candle wick comes back down. Now, if it closed in here, like say the candle closed in here. Now, I don't really care the fact that it's closed above my line here. What I'm worried about is the fact that it's closed above this line. And that to me is a signal that that line's not going to hold, right? So I want to try and get out of that trade as quickly as I can, usually for a profit. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's when things go wrong. And at best case, it doesn't close above that line. If it closes above this one, then I'm sort of I know that I'm done. In fact, at that point, I should probably shut the trade because it's probably going to hit my stop loss. But if I've got, depending on how things are going for the day, I might, and what the setup looks like, if it did close like that, I might just get out there and just close it for a small loss, take the hit. So we were kind of right about this line here and that level there on the 5-minute holding. What does a 5-minute look like? So I'm thinking we could go back up, but I'm just trying to work out where on earth are we going to get in. I don't know if what on earth is this one here? Oh, it's that line there. Okay, so this is a trend line. It's come down from there, and it's been ignored here, and it's been ignored there. So chance of it being hit with some sort of confirmation is kind of partly promising. That said, we might not even get a chance. Right. Your view on USD JPY. USD JPY. So I sort of said I was going to pretty much ignore comments, and last time I did, things went all right. Actually, did they? I think they might have actually gone pear-shaped. I can't remember now because it was a while ago, as I mentioned. Right. USD JPY. USD JPY. When it's just broken out of a range, and it's retested that range. So it's probably, and it's made a new high. So that's 3 reasons that you're going long. But the question is, where are you going to? You're probably you'll probably go to 134.050 before you get some sort of resistance, is my guess, before you come back and really retest that that range of at 32.41. But that would be my view on where it's sort of looking to go. So maybe buys today. Just educational and entertainment purposes only. Right. It is trying to do what I thought so. I just can't see a way to get in. Can't see a way to get in. So that sort of give us confirmation that we could go lower because we have closed below there. It's now on the hour, so there's something random's going to happen, which could screw us over. So the hourly candle was just closed, and that's what it looks like, which to me is shorts. Yeah, shorts for the next hour. Now, where's it gonna give us a short from is the question. And I'd say our green line is actually looking pretty good. Green line is looking pretty good. Is our stop too tight though? So it's bouncing around with those two. Okay, there we go. That was it there. Okay, so the shorts are looking good, so that we don't want to. And we might get a reaction here back up to there, 9 pips. But the shorts are looking good on the high time frame, so probably want to avoid that. Along with 5 minutes looking short as well, albeit ready for a pullback. So there's a reason to get. There could be a reason, but I think you probably want to wait. I don't think you want to go in here at a limit order with your stop down here, which would be mega tight. It's just too much of a gamble. We've missed it anyway. I think if we had a strong bull here, that might be enough to get us in, especially if it comes back down and retests somewhere around here. That was the other thing I was going to do. Sorry, guys, you can't hear me, can you? Okay, sorry, I just realised I removed myself from it, so you couldn't hear me. So I'll do this, and you should be able to still hear me, right? Just give us a yes, just to double check. I removed myself, and I thought you could hear me, but you couldn't. What I was saying was, had I gone there with a stop below here, we would have been happy days, 5 pips. Thanks for coming. That would have been 4R, 3R. But I've only got 2 trades to play with, so I don't want to waste them on like what I'd consider high risk trades, especially on given the higher time frames telling me that it's like, potentially. I mean, I was right. And it's probably going to end up a bull candle that, and that still may go up to test that level that we had earlier, which was about here. That could be our level there. I'm just going to move that down so we can see on the 2-minute. Okay. So it's really that sort of, it is the head and shoulders kind of pattern. Right. Could we even get up there? I don't really want to be buying. Although we have, on this time frame, we've made a low, lower low, a higher low, higher high, higher low. If anything, I'd like to see it come back here and us to get in around about here. I think that's safer. And if we did, what level would we get in at? That's looking like the buying level there. Can't say it's like, oh yeah, actually, maybe it's all right. Let's go with there. Stop below there. Okay, right. This is a short-term buy to this level here. Okay. If we can get in, that is. We may have been too late. Well, we might not get a chance, I mean. Okay. I think we pretty much missed it. Okay, did we want to take this short? Did we want to take it short from that level here that we had identified up here? This was our level here. I think we had the order set down there. That was it there. This could be it. We might have to go as a stop order trade. Level, I think stop up here above that. 2 minutes left. It's probably going to end up down here, no doubt. And if it closes above this purple line, then we're not going to take that. Or if our stop is humongous. That was the level, right? We could have got that. So bounce off there. 37 seconds left. Not liking the look of this. Mid-range. What do we say? If it comes back here, we could get in? I think it might be too late at that point. 2 minutes left on the 5. So I think this is going short soon. Got 6 seconds left here. This could be us. Okay, we're in. Now, this is a bit of a... I don't like this stop. It's too tight, but other things line up, so we're just going to go for it. And now I look at it, I'm thinking that's probably just a very average entry. Very average entry. A, we didn't close below that line. B, we're bouncing off the moving average. In fact, we didn't close below it. C, this is leg 2. Okay, I'm going to get out. I've got to get out. Nah, it's not going to happen. I'm going to take the hit. Yep. Oh, there was so much going wrong with that one. I just wasn't concentrating. Got to turn these comments off. They distract me. Okay, that's one. That's one down. Well, actually, I've had one win, so that's one win, one loss. Right. That was not good. That was not good when I look back. Oh, my word. That was always a buy. That was always a buy. It's funny when you get distracted. So we could have had like a small win here. And really, the reality was that was where I was thinking it would get to and push. And it didn't give us more than 1R, really, at best. And then I missed one. 2 confirmations that this thing wasn't going to go any further. Okay. This is what happened last time I was on, kicking myself. Okay, so we got one more left before we have to wrap this baby up. Now, let's just double check the 5 minute. There's a deep, deep, deep retracement on the 5. Let's think. Could we get in for a further leg up? No, everything was showing shorts on this. At about, yeah, probably at the same level that we're just on. Let's have a look. We've actually, this one here, that's what it's bouncing off now. It's closed above that, bouncing off that. $38 seconds. If it closes below, there's not really anything here. I think if that's we'll see how it ends. Let's see how it ends. You've got the 200 there, which is probably going to try and get to. What's the time? 3 seconds left. Is there anything I can work with here? Not really. Not really. Other than the fact that it may have just closed above there, so therefore it probably is going to go for that 200. But it's also closed back under this, which isn't necessarily the strongest. And overall, we're looking bearish. If this candle was a bit better, I probably would have tried to go short here. Like that. But it wasn't the right candle. Okay, that's our long kicking in there, but getting stuck. So this could be, depending on where that ends, our short. Bearing in mind that did close over, albeit just. Maybe this isn't lined up correctly. If that closes below there, we could look for short. 39 seconds, let's have a look. Yeah, we could look for short to here, which gives us 1R, and then we get out for, do we get out for the lot, or do we just see? Maybe we probably get, maybe we get aim for down here. Let's have a look. Okay, 10 seconds left. Is this going to get pushed down and close below that, this line here? If it does, we hit sell. Yep. Okay, it did. So we're just sucking this up. If it works, it works. And if we can get to here, it's let's say 4.6, 4 to 2.7, so just over 1R if it carries on. And if it breaks the high like that, then we need to sort of go, okay, are we sure about this? It might not get us in on this one. Oh, cut that previous trade. Oh, that was just not enough time to think about it. Not enough time to think about it. Missed so much. Now, just thinking about this one. Okay, right. We still are looking to hit that. Have we got any solid confirmations that we could be going down other than that? This candle could be the one that confirms. We've got 49 seconds left. Okay. Yeah, we're going to stick in with it. Okay, so we're in that trade. 30 seconds left. What are we? 30 minutes into this live stream. This could be a very short live stream if this loses. It could be a very short live stream. This is what happens when you don't practice enough. Too many days off. Too much going on. Right. So there's going to be some kind of resistance there at the moving average. The question is, the higher time frame's telling us we can hold on. Can we break through it is the question. Can we break through that? So you watch it, get some resistance here. Let's just have a look at the 5. Oh yeah, the five's giving us some love. Possibly some issues there or there. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna have to suck it up for the time being. So it did hit that, and there was 2 reasons to buy. So people are looking to buy, but can the bears win after that strong bear? We might just have to suck up a bit of drawdown, a bit of a discomfort before we can get past that level. If we do get past it, then it's happy days to here. Let's have a look. So we are at over break even. So this figure here tells us that we're over the break even mark, including commission. So if things go pear shaped, we can go for a break even. So 0.75R is here. 1R pushing. Okay, we're going to get out at 1R. All right, at least we made our loss back, and we're 1 up for the day. Yes, it may go down to here, but I don't really care. Right. So we are 1R up for the day and 1 loss, which means if I lose again on 1R, I'm break even for the day. So we've had 2R up and 1 loss, and we're basically 1R take profit on each. So yes, I could have held, but I thought that was the obvious. Like, if we're going to get out, the first take profit was there. It's 1R. I'm happy with that. We're only scalping. So the good thing is we picked this to the T. We said, yep, that's a good setup. We got rejection off that. Yeah, that one was a bit iffy there because it did close above when you zoomed in, but it was very tight. And then we said if that candle was better, we'd get in. It wasn't. We waited, which is good because we probably had a chance of getting stopped out here. There was no place to really put your stop. We waited. We got in here with a tight stop. 2 point whatever pips. And then that was a good confirmation that we were doing the right thing. That level had a bit of resistance here. Then it finally found its feet and gave us that take profit. So this is the next area that I thought we might get some opportunity, but looking at the 5, 8 seconds left. That will confirm if we go lower or not. 2, 1, no, we're not going any lower just yet. Not going any lower just yet. It may come back up here and then go down. We just don't know. To see how annoying it is, if you hold on, you've got to suck that up and that. And then it finally came back down to where we got out in the first place. Like, so annoying. Rightio. Any chance of getting a decent trade? Look at what we've got to work with here. An expanding wedge, if you want to call that. Expanding. It's, oh, geez, it's just horrendous. If we were going to try and get in here, what are we looking at now? So if it came straight down now, it gets us in there. We don't have any confirmation that we're going lower yet. I said that level there was probably going to be a good one to get in on the 5 minute. So it's going to retest the break even that everyone's set who wants to go long, go short for a longer trade. There's no guarantee. No guarantee that this is going shorter just for the time being, or that we're going to get a retest and a push down. Let's have another look at the 5. Ah, yeah, conflicted, big time. Yeah, I don't even think that's got much validity to it. Broke through, closed back above. Weak. So we're going to it looks like we are going to get back to there. And are we going to try for the 200? I think the best bet is down this line here. I think that's the best bet. That, or possibly that with your stop below this one. And then get back up to here. I think that's the best bet. So this thing here becomes redundant. This one here. It's right. What's really weird about that one there, right, is that I decided to get out here, but the reality is that line was drawn from there, got destroyed there, got a little bit of rejection there, got rejection there, destroyed there, rejection there, and then it's sort of providing some kind of resistance here. Now, what this means is everyone who was trading back here drew this line and left it on, and they were all thinking the same thing as me and going, well, this line I haven't taken off yet, so I better watch this line, see if this is a place to take some profit, or it's going to get resistance or whatever. So price should take out the Asian liquidity. What do you think? These days I don't really think about Asian liquidity, London liquidity. I don't even see the market that way, I've got to say. So I don't. Yeah. So this is the Asian liquidity I'm guessing you're talking about. That's 2 minute, isn't it? So 5 minute. When did the day open? The liquidity from here to there. So therefore come up to here, basically up to the open again. Oh, it's too one-dimensional. Too one-dimensional thinking in my point of view. But I'm not even looking at, way up there is never going to get there in the hour that I've got here that I'm doing the stuff. So I'm going to hit refresh on this Fidelcrest thing. What does it look like now? Same again, up and down. Is the account statement updated? Was it minus 1.77? Did we actually? It's exactly the same, minus 1.77. Is it the right thing? Is that actually updated? Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at another screen here. Oh, minus 1.46. So we have clawed a little bit back. That last trade was more than 1R. So it was a bit more. So it was 682. So yeah, so okay, here we go. We're back up. Right. So that's sort of where I think we're going to find resistance there. Maybe not that strong, but it's just not worth. The thing is, it just becomes a case of it's not worth trading into that. It's just not worth trading into it, right? Because yeah, so people are going, oh yeah, great, I'm going to sell here, but it's just not worth it in my mind. So trading off it, when I should say trading off it. So yeah, people are trying to trade off it, but you'd have to have your stop up here. So therefore, you're probably better off being a bit more patient and trying to enter about here. So your stop's above the 200. It's above that high. It comes up. You're hoping for it to try and break through that level, this line, hits the top of it, and then tries and breaks that high. Maybe you do. Maybe you get to that line there, which I've drawn, which is, I think, an hourly or a 4 hourly line. And then you've got either it rejects, ends up down here, and then comes back down here for a half decent trade. So that would have been one way to do it. Yep. Okay, we would have been in the money here, like, so 3.1, 2.5 currently, probably get to here. So you make your 1R. But there's too much in the way, right? Too much in the way for it to get there. Like, you got this level, these level here. It's like a range. You got to break through the range. I mean, what's that telling us? That's telling us that the it's a massive indecision. But we're going up here. So am I confident enough to put my order there? At this point, no. It's too much of a gamble because this trend line's been hit twice already. And I think, third time, it's probably, I just don't trust it as much. If it was like down here where it's a third time, yep. But there, I just don't trust it. So we'll just leave these in and see if that was a trade that would have paid. Now, if you're in there, you'd be going, oh dear, we've got 1 minute left. This is looking horrendous. We're going against the trend. The trend is up in the short-term trend. And you're gambling. It's hit the 200. That's your last bit of protection. So if it doesn't hold in that hourly level, if those two don't hold, yep, you're out. Bang. So that's why I wouldn't want to have taken that one. And the other one, this one here, didn't look good either. So if we can get this to hold above there, now this line starts to look interesting. So we can start to come back here and potentially target this line up here, which says H1 trend line. So maybe I'll draw it on the H1. M2 trend line. Oh, right. I didn't realize it did that. So that's because I drew it on the H1. It actually says H1 trend line. Oh, that's handy. Oh, and that's the H1 horizontal line. Oh, this is such a game changer. This is a game changer. I didn't realize it did that. That's fantastic. Okay, so is this... So what did I say? So now it's closed up here. We come back. We get in here somewhere. Do we utilize this line here as an extra confirmation? Do we have a look at this? This one's gone now. Whoops, that one's 5 minute. So take 75% profit and break even, bro. So if I'd done that, I would have got broken even. I could do it. I've got a button there, 75. But like normally it hits the break even, especially on Euro US dollar when it's doing this sort of stuff. I'd want to see a clear level before I get, I mean, it's ended up being not too bad. We got out here and now it's up there. So that would have been break even. Okay, so this is looking 24 seconds. We could we? Could we? Could we? Could we? We could potentially get a quick run here. This could be... Think. Check. Nah. It's too risky. It was too risky. I pulled the pin. At least we could, if we did get triggered, we probably could have just got out for a break even. It was too risky. It still could be a good trade. I'm not saying it isn't a good trade, but it just wasn't enough in there. I mean, everything's setting up. It probably, it would have been a good trade. There you go. But I've only got my 2, and it would have been 1R. Yeah, I decided against it for one reason, and because of that reason, and I checked, and I had time, I closed it. But we would have been up 1R. The other thing with stop orders is sometimes they blow through, which is always a bit of a risk. Okay. Terry, he's back again. Must have been a miserable up north, mate. I feel sorry for you guys. You guys have had an absolute shocker this week. Absolute shocker. If people don't know, there was a massive cyclone that went through New Zealand, and the likes of Terry were right in the brunt of it. I mean, we only got like yesterday was very windy, and sort of winter kind of rain. But it was very windy. It was a branch broke on one of my trees, but it was only small. But you guys up north, oh my word, it was just absolute devastation from what I saw. So hope all is well with you, Terry. It looks like you've got the internet and power, so that's good. And what's more, we literally had a 6.0 earthquake down here about an hour and a half ago. So it's all happening here in New Zealand this week. Terry, hope you're well and your family's well and everyone that you know, because I know up north you guys got hit badly. Saw on the news. Right, yeah. So what we could have had here was 1.9, we would have just got our 1R with slippage. And probably would I've only taken 1R? Yeah, I think I would have. I think I would have. Right, what have we got here? 9:35 p.m. here. Okay, so we said we're thinking it could come back, bounce here. We've got another confirmation line here. Where on earth would we get in? I would say about there. If we were going to try and buy a limit order, probably maybe even there. And stop below that. So if we're taking that candle there, it will be there, targeting somewhere up there. Assuming, because like we were looking for shorts on the 1 hour. What have we got left? 25 minutes, and we've already made a new high. We've made a new high here, and we're thinking shorts. First close. Okay, I sort of see why. I can see why we're maybe not making lower lows. Oh, yeah, another reason. Oh, okay. Right, I got you. I can see what on earth these folks are doing. So I think Mr. Asia High or Asia Liquidity Zone, whatever. What's your name there? The guy from the Asia guy in the chat could be right. It's going to go back up and take that liquidity from Asia. This guy, Bilal Maghadid. Okay, so we're thinking could come back down here, hit that. Is that too high? Do we want to be a bit more aggressive? And it's probably around about there. That means our stop can be a little bit wider. That could be better. That could be better. Let's have a look. If it came down, yeah, I've got protection. Let's hit. Was that too tight? Let's just go here. Okay, we'll lock that in. Just in case I stop looking. Right, folks, who is going into who's going to enter the competition? I can see from my emails that nobody's entered since I've been on here. I don't believe anyone has. Is this something? Can you folks tell me what the issue is with this competition? Because it's been going for a couple of weeks now. I want to know what is the issue. Why aren't people entering it? Has anyone actually clicked the link and looked at the application form? Has anyone actually clicked the link and looked at the application form? Can I hear in the comments, please? And tell me what is wrong with this competition. Why are people not entering it? You've got a chance to get. What is the competition? There's a link below the video. It's the first link below the video on YouTube and Facebook. Have a look. Tell me why you're not going to enter it. Is it because you don't want to come on and do one of these live streams? There's no incentive to do it. What is the reason? Okay, let's have a look at the 5 minute here. Just thinking about this order. Four seconds left. Yeah, second guessing whether or not this is a great order or not. I mean, if you look at it from a whatchamacallit, head and shoulders, this would be your other shoulder. The other thing to do, no, we've got a few confirmations here. So that comes down, it hits that, at that point there, I think we can, so it's hit the line. I think we can have a tighter stop. Terry would love to do one. Awesome. Enter the competition, Terry. As simple as that. I did not know about it either, Patrick. So, guys, the competition is below the video. Link below the video. Okay. Terry, enter it, please. Edwin, link below the video. Have a read. Basically, here's what it is in a nutshell, folks. Come on, do a live stream like this, and you'll be given a 50K challenge from Fidelcrest. If you pass the evaluation and verification stage, they will give you $1,000 US. Okay. So, if you're looking to grow a YouTube channel in the trading niche, that's a good way to start doing it, because you're going to get exposure from this, especially if you're good. And B, could we get in with a stop order entry here? And B, you could win $1,000 as well. Okay, let's hope that this pushes. If it doesn't, then I mean, I've got an episode to get out today. The guy ain't finished it yet, so I don't need to worry just yet. So I want to see at least one person enter this thing. Come on. Who's it going to be? I'll give him a shout out on here. Okay, let's have a look at some detail around this. I'm going to even go to the 1 minute. So 1 minute's telling us that we've now broken that downtrend, and we've now probably not going to get filled here. You guys tell me these trend lines don't work, okay? You tell me they don't work. You tell me that they do not work. Terry, just enter it, mate. Just enter the competition. That's all you need to do. I still yet to see an entry. And I tell you what, out of the 5 people that have filled it in, only one person has filled it incorrectly. And they will no doubt get a crack at it. Oh, look at that. So had we gone here, that was my original thought on the entry price. But at the point when I thought about it was back here, and my stop would have been down here. Now, given the fact that it entered there, if I kept moving it, my stop would have been there, which actually isn't too bad. 2.4 pips. And we're already at 3R. Crying out loud. This is what happens when you get rusty and not doing it every day. So annoying. Right. I'm wondering if I just pack it in. 3 trades. Let's have a look at them. I'm going to cancel that. So I had two ideas here. One was to go long here, but I felt it was too risky, and that would have been because it could retest that. It's too risky. Stop would have been, let's say, stop would have had to be under here, and you got the moving average. So 2.3. Go for the high. So you made almost 2R. The other idea was the first entry point there, and my stop would have had to be below that, and I would have chosen another level, so 2.4, and then you would have got 5.8 if you'd taken the high, so another 2R. So really, it was a 2R trade for safety. Sell it higher up. Himanshu, how many confirmations can you take before taking the trade? As many as it takes. As many as it takes. It's more about confirmations. It's more about the way I look at it. It's more about once I can see what people are doing. So at this point here, right? So we missed that move up. Okay, we've got this line drawn here, so I could see that. Okay, people are probably going to take it back to here, and well, let's just say I don't know what people are going to do, but they're probably going to take it back. This is the point where they're going to bounce it up from there, or there, or there, or there. So they're all in the same area. So let's call out 4 confirmations there. If this one didn't exist, I probably would have been a bit more fearful because there's no real group cluster of orders until down here. So in that case, like my stop would have been, probably been too big. I wouldn't have taken it. Let's delete this order. I don't think it's going to get filled now. Yeah, so and then like at this point here, you're going, okay, we're coming down. There's nothing else significant. Like we've made a higher high, right? So we're looking for a bounce point. We've got highs here, which we're knocking off. Break and retest, that simple strategy. We're coming down. We've hit this trend line. We've got a bear candle that looks pretty weak. So at that point there, you're going, we've got the trend line, we've got the bear candle. We've got 2 trend lines, 3 trend lines here. We've got levels here, 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 and everywhere. I mean, what the hell am I doing not getting in there is the question. Still no entries, folks. Come on, let's have an entry. It's simple. Let's have an entry. Okay, so what are we got here? We got anything? Can we work with this? No, I'm tempted to try and get in this because I told you it was going here, right? I said that was going there. Yeah, it's too late. Right. What do we have here? So this was before the stream started. Took short there. Lost that one. Stupid trade. Should never have been in it. Took that one. Closed 75%, like people have said. Then we would have been stopped out at break even. So best to take the whole lot. So we've had 2 wins, 1 loss. Couple of legs there. Missed all the good legs because we got the overall direction wrong. And we missed that trade there. Okay, it's been about an hour, just over an hour. So, folks, why aren't I in already? I think you might have turned up a bit late. We're just about to wrap up here. 10 cog. We tried to get in. We tried to get in down here with a limit order, but we missed it. So, and I didn't want to get in here because at the time I was looking at it going, my stop would have been too big. In hindsight, I probably would have been all right. But yeah. Anyway, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. And we actually almost got another trade in here that we didn't go with. Gets to that trend line, and let's see some kind of reversal, I'm guessing. Right, folks, thank you very much for joining. Remember, enter that competition. It is a link under the video. In fact, what I might do is, because people don't seem to be able to find it very easily, is chuck it in the chat as well. Here we go. Go and check it out. You can win $1,000. Not too much to do it. Go and check it out. Right, folks, trading up, we've got a young lady from Florida coming up today on the show. Definitely go and check that one out. It's a great episode. And we've got the BLT guys trading later on this evening. So New York session. So if you're around for New York session, definitely go and check out Rodrigo and Diego there. Yeah. And what else we got on? Oh, and then this weekend we got a great Smart Money Concepts video. If you're looking to scalp Smart Money Concepts, we've got the guys from Aerial FX up there showing you how to do that. But hopefully you got some entertainment out of today, and maybe I'll turn up again tomorrow. We'll see. I've got to get more consistent with this because my days are running short here at the Fidelcrest Challenge. Right, folks, thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you next time.